What's up, y'all? We are the Yummy and Fearless podcast with the Side Chicks, featuring Yummy and Dark Phoenix. We are the Side Chicks because we give our side of the issues. We are an irreverent and comedic podcast hosted by two seductive and fully grown women that explores pop culture and relationships.
That's right. And if you want a behind the scenes glimpse of what fully grown and seductive women talk about when no one is listening, no holds barred, this is your podcast. I'm talking unfiltered. I'm talking not safe for work. And by the way, not for Karens or prudes.
That's right. So check us out at yummyfearless.com.
Begin Podfix Network transmission in 3, 2, 1.
You
want to explain like what happened exactly?
So this life coach, known as Coach, she called herself Coach Stormy. I'm not sure of her last name, but basically she has these events all over the country, I want to say. And she'll have her followers who pay to go to her events. And I guess it's supposed to be some enlightened, activities and things about, motivation and self-love and things. And so she had paid a caterer to have food at her place, at her event. And as part of the menu, it was like, picnic fare. You got chicken, I don't know, maybe hot dogs or something, coleslaw or something. And so they were sitting down and eating on paper plates. And one of the young ladies had, she had both of them had plates that had, the food, the picnic food on it. And so Coach Stormy commences to tell her that she had a low vibration plate. Her plate said hood rat. And she said, your plate says hood rat. My plate says queen. And so she said, well, I didn't put this on my plate. This is what they gave me. She's like, but you don't have to take what people gave you. And so the young lady went on to say, so Coach Stormy, who they both knew they were being recorded, and so she's like, Coach Stormy is trying to help me. She's trying to let me know that I don't have to take what people are giving me. I don't have to accept what people are putting on my plate. Got lost for me, dog. It was the humiliation and belittling for me that I was like, I can't rock with that. Can't support it. It was unnecessary.
Wasn't acceptable.
How'd you feel about the low vibrations plate?
The low vibrational plate. It bothered me. I take issue with how you speak to other people.
Mm-hmm.
How you address people. All of those things really matter.
Mm-hmm.
And just the way in which she spoke with someone that she claimed to have known for years and was really, really close to, when she knew they were being recorded, because she said she knew it would go viral. And she's a life coach. I just don't like that shit. I don't like that fly shit where you're like belittling people and you're talking down on people, because I was raised to believe that you can tell anybody anything. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. And I don't care that you're a millionaire or how much money you have or how much you weigh. There's no excuse to speak to somebody like that. And if that's the only way to get your point across, then your point isn't worth getting across to me, because that ain't it. That just ain't it. I think it's tacky.
I have to agree.
Terribly tacky.
I think she was trying to flex.
Yeah.
And under I can't really think of a circumstance, even if they were alone, where she should have spoken to, not if you care. Now, if your goal, it depends on what your goal is. If your goal is to motivate me or to help me see a different way, which, by the way, who are you to tell me how much meat or food I should have on my plate? You don't know what it takes for me to get, I may work out every day. You don't know how much food I need and nutrition and sustenance I need.
And after the fact, so Coach Stormy says that She has coached this particular lady for years, and I guess she helped her lose like 80 pounds. Now, keep in mind also, Coach Stormy sells these, I guess, some version of that flat belly tea. So I think that also that scenario wouldn't have reflected well on some of the products that she sells. That's one. But Coach Stormy also claims that she has coached this woman into being a multimillionaire multiple times.
It's not worth it. Like it's not enough money in the world for me.
You're not about to talk to me like that.
Like I'm telling you,
to talk to me like that.
You got me twisted. You got it. No, because it's not even necessary. You don't even know what you're talking about. I know plenty of trainers. I know at least one life coach, and I know trainers, and I know people in the fitness industry, and they're all different types of ways to motivate people. I get that. You know, some of them have the boot camp style where it's like, get up, you know, and when you're trying to exercise. But under what circumstances was that motivational? I just don't know of one. I can't think of one.
It's disrespect.
Is what it is what respect. Pretty much.
Respect. You know, and I'm just saying, that's a no.
That's an absolute no.
Back from that. We're not coming back from that.
No, we're not coming back. We ain't cool no more.
That's it.
After this, I'm not about to show my black arse on this video, but trust and believe when them cameras go off, we're done. Let's just go our separate ways.
Yeah, and then for her to be like, that's a low vibrational plate. A low vibrational plate. I can think of a million ways of how she could have addressed that. One, to me, that conversation just is not a public conversation.
It's just not. First of all,
circumstances. I don't care what your business is, you're coaching. That is not a public conversation. And it certainly isn't a public conversation if you didn't get permission to have it before you started having it, which from what I could tell, you didn't. So that woman had no choice other than to sort of play along.
Yep. Eat it.
Get into a big argument or whatever.
Literally, figuratively.
Right. So there was nothing else, but you know, I stand by this. There are no circumstances where it's acceptable to speak to someone like that. There are none. And I always used to tell my son this. I always said, don't ever negotiate when it's okay and when it's not okay for someone to disrespect you. Don't negotiate when it's okay, because it's not. So you'll never have to wonder or get confused. Don't try to talk yourself in the well. There ain't no damn wells.
Message.
There are no wells. Now, you may not have the wherewithal to handle it the way that you would have preferred in that moment, because I'm guilty of that. I can have a delayed reaction.
Yes.
But like what you say, whenever you get it, you do what you need to do from that point on.
Yep.
So don't be mad at yourself. You know, people out there the same way. In the moment, everybody in the moment aren't quick. You know, sometimes, you know, in the moment, you just like, shit. That's okay.
Yes.
Sometimes that happens. As long as after the fact you get it, and from that point on you act accordingly, then there it is. There it is. But the bottom line is the same thing. Don't negotiate with somebody when it's okay and when it's not okay for them to treat you like you have value.
You said a mouthful.
Period.
You said a mouthful right there.
But what type of title you put in between your name?
You better preach. You better preach.
I don't care what's in your bank account. I don't care what stage you dance on. I don't care how much fat somebody put in your ass.
You know.
You're not selling that shit to me.
No.
I don't care where you went to school. None of it. And that's the same for romantic relationships, professional, anything. That ain't it.
But why are women why are there women who are willing to let the likes of Coach Stormy talk to them that way? Why are there women like that? I don't understand that.
I think there are people that are so lost, that are so desperate, for something.
Mm-hmm.
She has this thing like, I think it's called "Girl, I'm gonna hold your hand" or something. She markets herself, as saving women, as helping women.
Mm-hmm.
People need help. People don't have, community structures that we once had.
Right.
So people need help. And like one of the parts, so even like that little conference they were at, they were saying that those women paid thousands to be there.
Are you serious?
Thousands. And it's so interesting. So Coach
Wow.
is like talking about basically she looked like royalty. Then I saw like another picture of her, and she has this gigantic tacky ass tattoo up one of her legs, like her whole motherfucking entire leg.
Oh.
I'm just looking at, which I wouldn't have this to say had she not publicly made this thing of her being royalty,
right,
and low vibrational. So of course you're gonna look now like,
right.
Oh, let me see all this
extra scrutiny.
Right. And then I'm like, how the fuck you talking about somebody low vibrational and you got some tacky ass, big ass tattoo down one leg? I'm serious. Her whole motherfucking leg, big ass colorful tattoo. And you, ma'am.
Does she look like a queen? Is it a queen's tattoo?
Not look, maybe a jester. Not no motherfucking queen. Not no queen. Ain't no queen nowhere. Got no big ass tattoo down one leg. One tacky.
Queen, you're a jester.
Fucking tacky. Then, like somebody else said, this is her event. They're eating off styrofoam plates.
Maybe they're queen styrofoam.
Boo.
Boo hiss.
Boo. But you don't want to bring this to the surface.
Yes.
Somebody
you brought it on yourself, ma'am.
Brought this up, but when you start like having this discussion, the motherfucker's gonna look like, all right, well, let me see what you're talking about. But when you see her in that tacky ass tattoo, that tattoo was so ridiculous, it made me question everything about her life.
Oh my gosh. And then I just don't understand why somebody, who is she to get, okay. You know what has to be done, right? You know what has to be done. But I couldn't agree with you more on, that is not a public forum conversation under any circumstance. Even I guess even if you did have that in private, that where nobody else had to behold it or be privy to it, maybe, but certainly not in front of anyone, and certainly not on camera, because now you are sus. You're very sus now. Your whole being is sus, and it wasn't called for, wasn't cool. You don't know what you're talking about. It's a low vibrational plate. What the fuck is that even? Right. What is that even?
Right.
Because now you count my calories. You count my calories? You don't know how many calories I just expended? Shit, did we sleep together? Did we wake up together, bitch? No. Right. You don't know how many calories I need to sustain. And plus, that's just so many things wrong with that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean call her bitch, but that's what it evokes in me, because it's just like, how dare you put your finger over someone's plate, pointing at it, saying that it's a low vibrational plate, and when people look at that, they get hood rat.
Right.
What?
It's just ugly behavior, and
it's not cute. It's like, it's very insulting. I'm insulted for that young lady. Even if she doesn't have a sense to be insulted, I'm insulted for her.
Yeah.
And by no ma'am, no ma'am. That's a no for me. I don't care how many millions you say you have. It's not worth it to me. No. Some things can't be bought and sold. I'm sorry.
And that reminds me of this show that I'm not proud of watching on the Zeus Network called Jocelyn's Cabaret, featuring Jocelyn Hernandez
from hell no.
Atlanta. But Jocelyn, who claims she was treated really terribly on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, in that, you know, she was, I guess, well, some of it you could see Stevie J was talking to her like shit and threatening
That's her
her.
boyfriend or something, or her husband, or
Yeah.
were they
her,
married or?
no, they weren't married. I think they were engaged at one point. Sent her back to the strip club. But
Oh,
when
she was a
gets
stripper? Oh, hell
yeah,
no.
so she got her
No
own
offense.
show on Zeus, and she just turned into a pimp. But like, honest, I kid you not.
She's a pimp?
Well, she acts like a pimp.
Oh, okay.
Like, no, I'm not like saying it like in a fun way. Like literally.
Like with other women or something, or?
Yes. And she talks to them so bad, so terrible.
And they just take it?
They just take it. They
see,
just
but that underscores the whole, what won't you do for money?
Mm-hmm.
If you think it's gonna get you some clout and money, to me, that puts you right. That's akin to the whole Kanye.
Yeah.
You will do whatever. You'll say whatever. You'll take whatever. I don't know. That's just.
It's sad. I mean, like at this point, it's legendary how she has spoken to these women. And then it's to the point where they'll have the reunion show. And the last one, her and her fiance, I'll say allegedly, even though there's footage, or footages, as Cardi B would say, like physically assaulted one of the girls.
Who, Jocelyn did?
Yeah.
Oh, Jocelyn. No.
The ugliest.
I don't know. If she paid my student loans, maybe I would take it. If I can get my student loans paid off.
But the thing about it is, she's taking advantage of a really vulnerable group. Like she's taking advantage of sex workers.
Oh, they're sex workers?
Yeah, some of these girls are literally prostitutes, and they tell you they're literally prostitutes. Some of them are strippers.
Is she trying to be helpful to them, or?
In a way, she pretends at first, but like they have problems, whether it's drinking problems, emotional problems. Some of them
sure they do.
Porn, some of them, but like for real, when you step back and it's like, okay, entertainment, but like these girls got problems. Most of them have problems. So like they're really like fucked up. Like, and then like when something happens, then they start spouting out like their whole stories. They've been sex trafficked and
oh my word.
So it's really sad. It's really sad, but it's a textbook example that most of them have come from some level of abuse, but they are abused again on that show.
And she's abusing them. So she probably has issues too.
Absolutely.
Hurt people.
You would think with her background and her understanding and experiencing it that she wouldn't do it, but she's doing the same thing.
She's just trying to stay. She's trying to stay famous because I'm not hating. I'm not hating. Hey, she's trying to get her bag, keep her bag.
Yeah.
But at what cost, you know?
Yeah. Well, Chance the Rapper is catching hell for liking a particular tweet on Twitter.
Oh, Chance, please.
And his wife has had to step in and save the day. He was accused of liking some sexually explicit content. And the tweet was posted by a trans pornography account. And it asked the users to choose between 3 types of trans content: dating, adult games, or webcam. And I guess he chose. And as soon as he hit like, the internet went into a frenzy.
What are they saying about Chance?
I guess they saying he liked trans women.
Well, Chance was on my list. He was, and I like Chance. I think he's got a lot of good qualities. But when he was rocking with Kanye, because during the whole Trump, enamored situation, that's when I kind of fell out of love with him. So this part does not offend me as much by Chance liking trans women. That doesn't offend me.
Okay. Well, his wife stepped in
to defend him.
Now he didn't say anything, but she did.
What'd she say?
Yeah, y'all be reaching. He's never gonna address this, but all I have to say is we were literally at an event all night. The night before last until late. We were celebrating, and sometimes you like shit by accident.
What?
All you little trolls coming for Paige that are getting blocked. Y'all can go to hell.
Oh, sweetie. Oh, sweetie.
That's
no.
No.
No, sweetheart. No. No.
You're better off saying nothing.
Mm-mm.
You're better off saying.
No.
She sounds concerned.
She sounds really concerned.
She sounds concerned.
Oh my word.
I mean, I ain't got no husband, but I'm gonna tell you what.
Sometimes people like things by accident. Get the fuck out of here.
Right. Like,
sweetie, no.
Right.
No. His finger slipped
by accident.
They were hit like.
They were.
Sometimes with people. There's help out here. Let's start a support group for these women.
I don't know.
Let's start a support group. They need our support. Because that's the craziest shit I've ever heard. You should have said nothing. Oh my God. No.
But it shows that it really affected you.
He's never gonna address this.
Yeah, like why are you it'll blow over. Just don't say nothing.
I mean, it blew over for Eddie Murphy. Ooh. It blew over for Teddy Pendergrass.
Yeah.
It blew over for who else? Who else can we say? Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, sorta.
It blows over.
Just move on. It's a tweet, I don't know. I was listening to TK Kirkland, the comedian, do an interview, and he was talking about Kim Kardashian and her finally getting, I'm saying finally, because I, like most people, know that by the time a relationship ends, it's been over for a long time while they were still together.
Right, especially for a woman.
Yeah, right, especially for a woman. So I'm saying by the time she finally got a man, I mean, this has been a long ride. That's just the way it goes for women, it'll be years. But he was saying that he feels that she should have taken a break, and this is a direct quote, and give her pussy a rest.
Shut the fuck up, TK.
Give her pussy a rest. I just
she don't need you to police her pussy. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Thank you.
Do y'all motherfuckers take a break?
Exactly.
Y'all don't even take a break while you're in the damn relationship. Get out of here.
Preach. Nobody told Kanye that he needed to give his dick a rest.
Right.
And he didn't had at least 3 women that we know of.
Gross.
Post relationship. Nobody said that, but he's like, give her pussy a break. And I'm like, hey.
He has a lot of nerve.
You got a lot of nerve.
Up. Get the hell out of here. That's so annoying. You're annoying, TK.
Yeah, he's saying that women in Hollywood don't give their pussy a rest. And then now, I don't know, he might be on to something with this one. Then he named J-Lo. He said 9 hours after she was done with.
She was done with who?
Well, after she was done with the baseball player.
Oh yeah, A-Rod.
She was with Ben Affleck. He
First
said
of
9
all,
hours.
J-Lo, gross, yuck. And then her and Ben together. Yuck. Oh. I don't even want to think about them.
Now, I'm gonna say this, and I'm not into policing people's vaginas as well, but it was 9 hours, like literally.
Because J-Lo,
She keep a man.
well, she better try. I feel like she got to trick man into before it's too late. Like if she stay inactive too long, people might be on to her.
They be
They
like, wait a minute. She like, oh shit, it been 3 hours. Let me call Ben.
Yuck. Ben is yuck too. Yuck. They deserve each other. Just go
They're in
somewhere.
love. They're in
I don't even
love,
care
okay?
about nobody cares about Ben and Jennifer. Sorry, they get nothing from me.
And she lays down with that big ass tattoo he got going across his back every night.
Jennifer is like your old aunt that you don't want to imagine like getting busy with nothing. Like, damn, auntie,
Right.
sit the fuck down.
Sit
Shit.
down. Take a break.
Auntie Jennifer. Now, far be it for me to call anybody auntie, right? But she reminds me of an aunt that you want to put. Come on, auntie, put some clothes on. Damn.
Like, come on, girl.
Auntie, don't be gyrating. Shit.
Stop
Can you cover
trying
that
to
shit
twerk.
up?
Have you seen her try to twerk?
Yes, and it's appalling.
It's not right.
It's terrifying.
It's not terrifying. It is not okay though. It's
not
not
okay. I want to gouge my fucking eyes out.
Why so stiff? Why so stiff?
God,
It's like she be like doing her bounce her whole legs and everything. Just like I'm like, aren't you a dancer?
God damn it! I'm gonna have bad nightmares and shit.
And I've lost my sight.
I can't
well.
see. I'm blinded. Damn it! You even blinded my ass. Oh
That'll
my
work.
gosh, Uncle Ben
Yeah.
and Aunt Jennifer.
Right.
Can you take your old asses?
Get your old age crotches down some damn where.
Go sit down, Auntie. God damn it! We're doing it Christmas here.
Stop gyrating. Just stop. Damn. Mm.
I close my eyes. Oh, I
Mm.
can't. I'm blind now.
Still think they getting it. She probably like, remember how I used to do this to you? Remember that move?
Auntie, stop.
They still getting that old thing back.
Auntie, I'm not gonna
Mm-mm.
fucking tell you again, Auntie. I'm not inviting you to nothing else if you keep this shit up.
If you keep twerking, it's over, lady. Thank you for listening. If you like what you heard, review, subscribe, and share. It helps other listeners find us. And don't forget to follow us at Yummy Fearless on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and even Pinterest, where you'll find additional content from today's show and also our highly curated He Can Get It list. As always, you can listen to the Yummy and Fearless podcast with the Side Chicks on Apple iTunes, YouTube, Stitcher, and Spotify. And if no one else has told you today, we love you and thank you so much for listening. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. First off, it's free. And there are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Then Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many, many more. Then you can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. That's Anchor, ANCHOR.FM, and get started making your own podcast.
You've been listening to a podcast of the Podfix Network. Discover more audible gems like this at podfixnetwork.com. Make sure to catch up-to-the-minute network shenanigans by following @Podfix on Twitter, official_Podfix on Instagram, @Podfix Network on Facebook. And make sure to subscribe to Podfix Presents wherever you choose to find podcasts. The Podfix Network, artist owned and loved.